Okay, let's talk about apparel marketing, retail marketing of the American veteran. All right. Now, as I've alluded to before, there are multiple brands, okay, that have been created under the American veteran. These are targeted brands, right? The American veteran, right? For general audiences, Black American veterans, African American veterans, LGBTQ veteran apparel, and military. I have a military veteran apparel that's coming too, as well as the young American veteran apparel as well. So still toying around with the military American veteran apparel. I don't know if I want to do MAV, but that's just something that's rolling around in my head. So T.A.V is a built-in e-commerce solution consisting of custom American veteran apparel products and accessories. Most apparel is print on demand with no purchase minimums, so you can actually, buy a single shirt or buy a single pair of sweats, some socks, or whatever, to go with your to show your support for the brand. It's some nice looking stuff. I'll show it to you in a minute. Brands include, like I said, the American Veteran, T.A.V, B.A.V, which is Black American Veterans, A.A.V, which is Pan African Veterans. It's going to be L.A.V, LGBTQ plus American Veterans, and coming soon it's going to be both military American veterans and young American veterans. Okay, I have some military American veteran apparel out there, but it's kind of old, so I don't know how I'm going to do with it. In addition to the brands, there's a separate unit called the T.A.V Marketplace. And it's an extended shopping experience for the American veteran, specializing in custom apparel from a variety of vendors. I have some specific vendors who I use for my print on demand, and then there are also some additional vendors who offer products that I need that are not available with this particular vendor. So I have to use multiple vendors. So what I opted to do was just separate those vendors. I use the primary vendor for the American veteran, for all the products in the American veteran, and I have separate vendors on the Shop American Veteran site. So you're going to have two shopping experiences. So unfortunately, you can't buy everything in one location. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So like this is the brand page, right? This page here is the landing page. This page, when you click shop and you go to shop our brands, that's going to bring you to this page here. Okay, and what this page is going to do is it's going to contain links to each one of the brands. So you've got latest T.A.V, you've got latest BAV, latest Black American Veteran, right? And so you'll see items refreshing. Then you got latest A.V, African American Veteran, and then you have latest L.A.V, which is LGBTQ American Veteran. And when you click, it's going to actually take you to one of these pages. Okay, now this page here is a little bit wrong. That's only supposed to show up on responsive, and this is supposed to show only T.A.V. But you see, as you can see, no, that's right. So I got T.A.V. This is still T.A.V, the T.A.V in that. But items like these, there's some items who, like, you may be of ethnic descent, but you may not embrace Black American Veteran. So there's a T.A.V, right, for the American Veteran. You may still be ethnic, but that's what this is for. This is to give you that option if you don't identify as being Black, but you may still be ethnic, but you just may not be Black. Again, my goal is to be inclusive to everyone. So the T.A.V has an ethnic apparel component that's associated with it as well. And the same for the African American. You go here, you're gonna land, you're gonna see all American. Now this here I use. I'm not gonna keep this. This is a search table. Basically, you kind of like type in what you want. You're gonna see all the categories, and then you can basically kind of choose from there. Select, what you want. What you want to see. If you want to see some, shirts or whatever. But this is what I initially set up a while back when I first start adding print on demand apparel, and a lot has changed since. I have to make some changes here, so you got to just bear with me. Black American Veteran, I like this, American made, Black American veteran, born and raised, here to stay. That's on here as well. That's a theme, right? You got a lot of people constantly telling you to leave the country and all that other bullshit. Well, you're gonna let it be known you ain't going nowhere. All right, so we're here to stay, and so it doesn't matter. I think I did it. Yeah, I did it over here too for the LGBTQ community. I'm not LGBTQ, but I embrace their struggles because again, as a person of color, I'm impacted almost the same way they are. Not my, my history is a little bit more darker than theirs, but anyway. So you want to definitely understand that the brand messaging. This is all about letting people know that you don't hold your head down in shame, and as Americans, as veterans of American heritage, you have just as much a right to be here and to be proud about your heritage as anybody else. And I'm not going to pander my content to anybody, and I don't care how you feel about that. So what the apparel is going to get is going to be message oriented. The whole thing is about letting you know that, hey, listen, there are different ways that we can showcase our pride for being Americans. All right. And that's what this is going to do. And also, when we get going, you'll have the ability, let's say if you like an item, and there may be like a clear version of that item that doesn't have a message, you'll be able to actually click on that item, create a ticket, and then make a request and say, hey, here's my image. Can you put this on this sweatshirt for me or whatever, and then we can actually do that for you. So there's a lot of things I want to play with in terms of giving you options that can help you grow your brand. Because think about it now, just like I did when we were on the takings, excuse me, I haven't decided if I want to allow you to set up e-commerce on your website yet. And that's only because there is a liability with the e-commerce. I'm running into a lot of issues with the vendors, the plugins that I'm using to connect the store to the website, and the resources that are needed don't seem to be worth the struggle, the issue, the headaches that are going to come with it. But as I generate some funding, I can move the website over to more of an enterprise level hosting, and then that'll open up the option for me to allow people to have their own stores. But right now, I'm noticing it to be a challenge. So you won't have the ability to set up a WooCommerce store on your website because I don't have that plugin available for you. But I will make some options available for you. But just again, I would love for people to be able to take their brand and then link their website to a print-on-demand store, and then add their products, and people can then purchase from inside of their store. But right now, from a performance standpoint, I can't allow it. Okay, so just know I'm testing that, and that's coming. But so this is the beauty of this platform, man. Me being able to say, hey, take a look at some apparel. I'm trying to be as inclusive as I can in terms of my, of supporting the various audiences, right? I mean, America is a melting pot, so there is no monolith as far as I'm concerned. So we're all deserving of representation, especially my youth. So my young American veteran apparel is coming soon. So now here's the other part. Check this out. So here's the marketplace. You can do print-on-demand shoes now, which is pretty fucking cool. Get me some boots. The boots reflect the apparel. So here is the American veteran shoe line, right? Right now I've only done the boots. I'll be adding the low top tennis shoes and the high top canvas shoes, or whatever they call them, like the Chuck Taylors. I'll be adding those. I have another American veteran logo that's going to go on. I think you may have seen it already, and it's actually pretty cool. I like it that I came up with. T.A.V, and these are my early. This is all early, but the new version, the new logo is different. You'll see it. You'll see it now. But anyway, back over here. These are shoes. Think about that. So, and the cool thing about Black American veterans is that everything is skin tone. Like there's about 8 or 9 different skin tones, and the shoes match the apparel, and the apparel is tied to the skin tone. So everything has a purpose. There is messaging. There is something that actually ties to that particular audience. And the same thing for the LGBTQ. As you can see, their colors are all pulled from their rainbow. So the intent there is to ensure that they're represented as well. And there are shoes for them too. So you've got the solid color, right, of the rainbow, and then you've got camo. So I was able to actually create my own camo based off the colors. That's one thing I'm proud of, because this is all new. I'm not a retail marketer. So this is my first journey into retail marketing. This is my first store. This is my first pair of boots that I've ever sold. These are my first sweats. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this stuff is new. Those are my gaiters. That's my camo right there. That's custom camo. You're not going to get that anywhere. You see what I'm saying? Everything is custom. You're not going to get my colors anywhere. That's one of the things I'm so proud about. You'll never see a pair of shoes like that anywhere, right? And so when you tap into, look at that. These are camo, right? I've got the hoodie, and I've got the hoodie to match. Look at that shoe. Look at that logo right there. See that color scheme? That's hot, dude. And then with the boots, you can drop the different sole on it. But that color scheme right there, that's for you're going to see a camo hoodie just like that with that color scheme. You're going to see the camo sweatpants. And then you got the camo socks, right? And I already got the camo gaiter, the neck gaiter, and I'm going to add the face mask. So your entire uniform can be the hoodie, the face mask, the neck gaiter, and the sweatpants, and the boots. Can you dig it? That shit is hot. I can't wait. But yeah, that's it. That's the e-commerce solution in a nutshell. And don't forget, you also get the ability to use the store to purchase products, support products, reseller applications, just like I've already discussed. But I just hadn't gone over the apparel. And so there you have it.